Hello everyone, my name is Infinity and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course the law of attraction. In today's video, I am going to be doing a reading for the Twin Flame Collective. So just to be clear, this reading is a love reading intended specifically for twin flame connections or divine counterpart connections, whichever label you personally resonate with. With that being said, if you are dealing with some other form of love connection, you might find that some of these messages do still resonate with you. But as I always say, please do always come with an open mind, really using your own intuition to determine which of these messages are meant for you and which are intended for others, because I do tend to channel a lot of hyper-specific messages within these readings, so not every message I channel will be for you or your connection specifically. So I'm beginning today just by shuffling the Energy Oracle cards deck. I have to share just a little bit of initial channeled feelings and thoughts that I had as I was meditating for this reading. I felt this really powerful emotional release. And the best way I could describe it is a feeling of longing for something you feel you can't have for some reason. Now, I kind of feel two different energies here. So one of these might connect with you and another energy might connect with someone else. But one of these energies that came through was someone within this connection who is feeling as though they have had to either create some separation or accept some kind of separation with their person. This person is growing spiritually, mentally, emotionally, very radically, undergoing a lot of huge, momentous, positive changes. However, this person also feels afraid that on the other side of all of this growth, healing, and expansion, somehow they aren't going to be united with their person, or I just heard like are we going to end up together in the end? And it's like this kind of sad energy. By the way, as I was just saying that, a card came out. Yeah, all tied up. I feel like this person feels literally all tied up. They feel stuck. I feel this person kind of in almost this limbo space, this feeling as though they want something, but they either can't have it or they're choosing not to have it. There's kind of some strange energy of like, I want us to be together, but I'm choosing to allow this separation. Of course, there is never any separation when we're talking energetically, spiritually, but this person is allowing some kind of either physical or emotional distance, or they've come to accept it. Yeah, man holding a coin in reverse. I strongly feel this person I'm connecting with that I've been describing could be a divine feminine. And I say that because now man holding a coin in reverse, I just heard I'm waiting for you to step into your power, like speaking to a divine masculine. And again, this could be flipped for you, or it might not apply at all, but I'm feeling this divine feminine saying, I feel stuck because I want this, but I feel that for whatever reason, there has to be this physical or emotional separation at this time in the 3D world. However, I'm hoping that you will step into your power, because man holding a coin in reverse, I usually connect with a divine masculine who is out of his power, who is somehow, I just heard disempowering himself. Let's see if we can get more messages specifically on why this, I want to know why this energy, potentially a divine feminine I'm connecting with, has to accept or feels they have to accept this separation, or why they're feeling all tied up. Card that came out, oh my gosh guys, I just felt this wave of energy. Door to personal healing and happiness in the upright position. This person I'm connecting with feels as though they have to allow this separation because it is the only way to heal, to truly expand themselves, and to, I keep hearing like to reach happiness. I feel like this person I'm connecting with has been in a dark space, and I just saw like someone walking through a tunnel, but they're walking towards this light. But this person feels very alone. I feel like whoever I'm connecting with here feels like there is some kind of healing journey, some kind of journey of healing, growth, or expansion And I just heard, I don't want to leave you behind. I feel like this person feels like they have to take this journey alone, meaning simultaneously allowing this separation physically or mentally or emotionally from their person, from their twin flame counterpart, potentially, if it is a twin flame that you're dealing with. I'm going to see if I can get more information about this energy I'm connecting with. Again, potentially this divine feminine. What is this divine feminine trying to heal? What kind of happiness is she trying to create for herself? Angel of strength. I just heard literally like, I'm trying to be stronger. This is kind of a strange energy. It's like, I'm trying to be stronger, not just for myself, but for us. But in the process of growing stronger for us, for this connection, it's necessary for me to allow or to accept this potentially physical or emotional distance between us. I'm feeling kind of led to the guidebook, so I'm going to read a few messages from here for this card. Personal power and inner strength. Yeah, it's like I just see this person on this path of like a total mind, body, soul glow up, for lack of a better word. Someone who is truly becoming stronger in every sense. And yet growing in this strength is painful for this person. For some reason, I'm feeling kind of a stomach ache. If you've had like either a loss of appetite lately or had some weird stomach sensations or even stomach pain, that message might be for you. There could be some energetic shifts going on within your energy body that are actually affecting your physical body. This card hasn't come up yet, but I'm specifically hearing solar plexus, which of course is connected with around kind of the upper stomach area. So if this is you, know that the shifts you are going through energetically can really affect your physical body. So if you have had any sudden physical changes, again, loss of sleep, loss of appetite, feeling weird physical bodily sensations, especially in the solar plexus, in the stomach area, this really could be connected with you having this major shift towards greater confidence, greater personal power, because that's really what the solar plexus energy is connected to. It really connects us with our own inner power, inner strength. It allows us, when we have a strong solar plexus energy, to feel deeply confident, to feel like that core deep, soul deep confidence that then exudes outward. So if this is resonating with you, I would really recommend my subliminal for solar plexus activation. This is really powerful for amplifying the energy of the solar plexus, for uprooting any kinds of negative energies or blockages stored within the solar plexus chakra, and really allowing you to cultivate that deep sense of inner confidence and personal power. So this subliminal meditation will be linked in the pinned comment and the description box under this video. I normally say this at the beginning, but any subliminals I recommend are deep subconscious mind reprogramming tools, specifically meditation and sound therapy tools that I've created. And all of these come from my website, soundandsoulful.com. So you can try out any subliminals I recommend completely free for 7 days when you create a free trial account on my website. So just the fact I'm getting so much divine feminine energy from this reading and very little from the divine masculine, I feel many of you listening will connect with being the divine feminine in this counterpart situation. Although I know that isn't everyone, because I do know that I'm now connecting with many awakening and awakened divine masculine energies. So if that is you, welcome. I will still try to be inclusive in these messages and share more about the divine masculine energy as well. But I just wanted to make a note of that. So I want to hear a little bit about what the divine masculine is going through on the other side here, because we can clearly see the divine feminine, or again, it could be flipped in your situation. I always say that, but in twin flame connections, the energy is very mirrored. So at times when I'm reading into the feminine energy, in your case, it could connect with the masculine or vice versa. So just take it as it resonates. But a card just flew out. So interestingly, the community card came out. What's interesting about this card is, for some reason, when I pulled this card, I saw a masculine energy feeling as though he was looking like from the outside in, feeling like an outsider. There's this deep sense of isolation from community, and I almost felt as though he was peering through a window, seeing the divine feminine grow stronger, come into her power, even connect socially or connect with other people, connect with her community. This doesn't necessarily mean other romantic partners, but just seeing her grow stronger. For some reason, I'm hearing put down roots. I don't know if that connects. I don't know if some of you went through some kind of major move or some physical location change in some way. But I'm just seeing for some reason this kind of a masculine longing to feeling, I just heard feeling left out. Why am I getting this feeling like there's a masculine who feels left out of what the feminine is experiencing? I'm not really quite sure why I'm getting that energy. It's kind of a strange feeling. I'm just going to see if I can get any more insight into what this masculine I'm connecting with this feeling. Wow, guys. Okay, so what came out is, of course, what did I just talk about? This is so synchronistic. The solar plexus chakra, the third chakra in the reverse position. Yeah, so we need to talk about this because I already spoke on how potentially there could be a divine feminine stepping into her power, creating strong boundaries, all of those things. But I feel that I really need to reiterate here something I say often, but it's so important to understand when it comes to the twin flame connection is twin flames by nature, by design, mirror one another's energy. So the energy is always perfectly reflected, but this can be very confusing because at times the way that this energy manifests in the physical can look very different, whether it's an energy block or an energy shift. So even though the energy is the same, the ways in which we emotionally and physically experience the byproducts of whatever we're experiencing energetically can be very different, especially when it comes to the masculine manifestations of energy and the feminine. So in this case, I'm feeling guided to say all of that because I feel that for the feminine, for some reason, I'm feeling that this third chakra, this solar plexus chakra shift, this increase in confidence might be more visible at this time. Whereas for the other counterpart, I'm feeling as though they're going through these invisible shifts and changes, but they are identical. These are mirrored shifts. And for some reason, I heard a feminine energy saying like, are you healing in the ways I'm healing? Are you growing? Are you evolving in the ways I'm evolving? And the masculine is saying back, yes, I am, but the ways that this energy is shifting within me are more invisible right now in the 3D, in the physical world. I want to get more information on what these shifts in the solar plexus are looking like for the masculine. Wow, okay guys, the cards are flying today, by the way. You guys all must have brought some powerful energy and intentions to this reading, so thank you for that. The broken heart card in the upright position came out. It's kind of weird because what I asked was, how are these shifts showing up for the masculine? And the card I got was broken heart. And I just heard these shifts and changes are breaking his heart, but for the purpose of growth. This isn't heartbreak leading to like a never-ending spiral of pain and destruction. For some reason, I'm hearing necessary brokenheartedness. It's like, for some reason, I just got like a wave of goosebumps and heard my heart had to break in order for it to break wide open. I'm connecting now with a masculine energy who has recently gone through a very emotionally intense situation, either a literal heartbreak when it comes to something with their person, or a heartbreak in life, or some kind of dark night of the soul experience, something very intense and emotional. I know there's a lot of emotion attached to this experience. But I'm hearing that prior to this masculine I'm connecting with was actually a bit cold, or appeared to be cold, appeared to be closed off, appeared to be distant. But this situation of heartbreak, again, whatever it is, related to life, related to love, whatever this is, has literally broken this masculine energy wide open. It's igniting some kind of greater, deeper awakening, healing, and evolution within him. But it's very painful. Just like the feminine I'm connecting with is going through this very painful time of growth, of healing, of transformation. There's a masculine on the other side going through this situation of heartbreak, some kind of breaking wide open. I want to see if I can get any more messages about this brokenheartedness. By the way, if you are one of the masculines who watch this channel and you're connecting with this specific part of the reading, I would really recommend my subliminal for the awakened divine masculine. I actually have a subliminal for the feminine, for awakening the divine feminine energy, and for the masculine. So I will leave links to both of those in the pinned comment and description. But each of these are really designed for whichever label you resonate with, whether you connect as the feminine or the masculine, to really deeply balance, harmonize, and positively shift those either divine feminine or divine masculine energies within you, because this is really what's all of the twin flame connection and our interaction with our twin flame in the physical really is all based in. It all stems from the balance of divine feminine and divine masculine energy, both within us individually and within our connection. And the beautiful thing about this is when we, either as the masculine or the feminine, shift, heal, and balance these energies within us, our twin flame counterpart actually simultaneously, instantaneously feels these shifts within themselves and begins to heal and move towards us in the physical world as well. So feel free to explore either the Awakened Divine Feminine or Awakened Divine Masculine subliminals in the pinned comment and description box. What's funny is the next card that came out is Door to Romance in the upright position. By the way, this card is the number 33. I've been seeing a lot of the number 333 lately, so that might resonate with you. It's kind of funny because at first I was saying that the masculine was being silent, but now all of these cards are flying, and it makes me feel that he may have been silent or distant in the past, but I truly feel this shifting energy as a result of this potentially intense emotional situation, or even this brokenheartedness. This masculine is truly awakening to the truth of this connection. And ironically, what I see here is this broken heart card and Door to Romance card actually go together. I just keep hearing that quote, and I said this in my last reading, but that Rumi quote, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." And I feel like as a result of this situation of either emotional intensity or brokenheartedness, that is actually how the door to romance is being opened within this connection. That is how things are being accelerated forward in this connection. And I just heard not just energetically, although it might just look invisible, it might just look energetic right now, but very soon, if not already, these shifts and changes as a result of this brokenheartedness are actually going to open doors within this connection. They're going to, I just keep hearing, accelerate things forward. And I hear this emphasis on not just emotionally, not just energetically, not just invisibly, but physically. You're going to see manifested shifts. For some reason, I heard you're going to see your person come towards you, but I know that's kind of vague, and I know that might apply differently depending on your situation. So I'm just reshuffling the cards here a bit. You know, I'm actually feeling guided to replace all of these cards we've just pulled and kind of start fresh here with, now that we've kind of gotten a feel for what's going on within the feminine and what's going on within the masculine, although again, those energies could be flipped for you. We kind of have both sides of the equation. So now I want to look at the connection as a whole. What's going on just in this connection as a whole right now? By the way, if you would like me to channel specific messages for you and your connection, be sure to like this video and click the subscribe button, because when you like and subscribe, you're actually joining your energy with mine and with these readings, and I'm able to channel much more specific messages for you. Okay, so I asked, what does this connection look like generally? The first card that came out is all tied up in the reverse position. Things are coming out. Things are coming to light. I just heard things that have been hidden, things that have been in the dark are now coming into the light. I want to know more specifics. I feel like there's been this closed offness. There could have even been a silence, a distance, emotionally, something like that, that is being bridged or something. I don't know if bridged is the right word. It's like communication is being opened up. I just heard broken open in some kind of new way. I'm not sure yet if this is just happening for some of you, like emotionally, energetically, maybe through dream communication, through telepathic communication, or if it's actually happening in the physical. But I just want to get more messages on this all tied up card in the reverse. What is being brought to light in this connection? What is being brought to light for the Twin Flame Collective at this time? So the card that came out is Victory in the upright position. Interesting. I'm actually going to read a little bit from this card because I'm not sure how this connects just yet. Success and achievement. Okay, what's interesting is this card, it's like I couldn't tell whether to put it upright or reverse because it fell out and I wasn't sure which way it went. But I'm feeling that it might actually connect with the reverse position. The Victory card reversed signals a delay or reversal in a hoped-for outcome, whether it's in personal change or external achievement. I keep getting these messages, guys, as I'm meditating, of something being delayed or appearing from the 3D physical perspective or from our ego perspective to be delayed in some way, or like we're taking a detour. But what's actually happening is we're getting back on track. Like, this is actually the divine path. This is actually unfolding perfectly. But to our ego, there's a situation of delay. There's a situation that looks like it's not happening the way it was supposed to, or the way that we hoped it would happen. So I'm going to see if I can get more insight on this delayed outcome. What is it that was potentially delayed? What was hoped for in this connection that didn't happen? What was the delay in this connection that I'm channeling right now? Or what was being brought to light in this connection? What was being brought to light? What truth is coming out? What truth is starting to be revealed? Wow, the cards have gone so quiet all of a sudden. Bear with me as I shuffle here for a second to get this message pulled out. What is being brought to light in this connection? I just heard so many things. Okay, the Broken Heart card came out, this time in the reverse position. Also, this is the number 9 card. I just feel guided to say, some of you might be seeing the number 999. Broken Heart reversed. What is coming out in this situation, in this connection? For some reason, I heard the truth about why your heart has been broken. I feel like this could apply really differently depending on your connection. For some of you, I'm sensing that this broken heart reverse indicates that something that came to light actually had to do with a situation that someone felt. This is so complicated to explain this energy, so bear with me as I try to put physical words to what I'm feeling. But it's like, I'm feeling that someone here kind of either, I keep hearing they had suspicion or intuition about something with their person, or some kind of feeling that something wasn't right, or that there was a distance, or that there was a separation, but they couldn't really understand why. And they may have even felt like they were gaslighting themselves, feeling like, am I going crazy for feeling this way? Why does this person seem distant from me? But I feel that for whatever reason, the truth about this is now being brought to light. I feel like, just based on what I got from prior channeling the masculine energy, I feel like this could have to do with a feminine who felt very brokenhearted or confused about some kind of situation with her masculine. Specifically, I keep hearing like, why is he shutting down? Why is he closed off? Why is he distant? But now I feel the masculine himself is awakening to the truth of why he's been this way, why he's been closed off to communicating with the feminine, or why he's been, and I hear for some masculines, this could actually be really deep-seated, having to do with even, I keep hearing inner child wounds or childhood wounds, or like a situation in childhood where the masculine felt that he had to emotionally distance or close himself off to protect himself. Yeah, okay, so Angel of Balance just came out as I was speaking there. For some reason, I saw like the, the karmic scales. And I feel that some situation, it could be involving a karmic situation, either for some reason I keep hearing a karmic situation, but with a family member. So I'm hearing here that there could be a situation, again, this won't connect with everyone, take it as it resonates, but I feel that, again, I'm saying masculine, feminine, it could be flipped, but I'm strongly feeling a feminine who is either suspicious of the masculine or felt brokenhearted, because this feminine felt as though her masculine was distancing himself, separating for some reason, not fully connecting or communicating. The masculine on the other side wasn't even aware of why he was closing himself off, but he went through his own situation of heartbreak or emotional intensity that broke him wide open recently. And this has actually caused him to awaken to the truth of why he has been so closed off. And for many masculines, I feel this is seated deeply in a childhood wound, trauma, or experience, or series of experiences that caused him very deep levels of subconscious wounding. And he continued to manifest these wounds within these connections, these blocks. He was very blocked off, especially I'm feeling like in the heart center. I'm even feeling like upper back pain, which connects to heart chakra blockages at times. So I'm feeling that this masculine was just very, I just see him like with a clenched fist, like holding on so tight to his own truth, to his own emotions, not allowing himself to freely express what he's feeling, either within this connection or within his life, for fear of being, I just keep hearing being abandoned. I feel like there was a situation of childhood abandonment, either physically or emotionally. However, these karmic scales are being balanced out. I feel like this masculine that I'm connecting with may have karmic relationships. Either it could be romantic, but I'm strongly sensing family members who actually they shared some kind of past life karma with that needed to be balanced out in this lifetime. So there were these situations where this masculine was born into a karmic family, a family of karmic connections, in order to balance out this past life trauma, this past life karma from there's some kind of energy being carried forward here that had to be resolved. But I feel that now with the things being brought to light, and when I say brought to light, I mean, I feel like brought to light as in coming into the awareness of this person's consciousness, like they're becoming consciously aware of wounds that have actually been very unconscious for a long time, in order to finally resolve this karma, finally balance these things out. Now again, I say I'm connecting with a lot of masculines who have this karma in the form of karmic family members, but I also feel in some situations this could be a karmic partner, this could be a third party romantic situation. And I feel that whatever this either family or this third party karmic, whoever this is, this person has actually either, I feel they've unconsciously interfered with this divine connection, with this twin flame connection. I feel that either because of the way that they treated this person and then caused this pain, these blocks that then affected this connection, or because they are literally blocking this connection in some way. There's like some way in which this karmic or several karmics or this third party, again, either as a family member or as a romantic situation, has actually caused a block, a wound that has disconnected, not of course energetically disconnected, but like physically, emotionally, or mentally disconnected these two twin flames in some way. But all of this is being brought to light and is being resolved somehow in this moment. By the way, if those inner child wounds, that description of inner child healing, bringing to light these things that were part of the shadow self, or in other words, outside the light of our consciousness that are now being brought to light, being integrated, being healed, if all of that is connecting with you, I would recommend my Subliminal for Inner Child Healing. I personally listen to this whenever I feel a trigger or a wound emerging that seems to have a source or a root in some kind of negative childhood experience. This Subliminal is really designed to help you bring to the light of your consciousness all of those dark experiences that are still blocking or wounding you actively in the present in some way, although they might be unconscious or kind of hidden beneath the surface. So that will be linked in the pinned comment and description box. The next card I pulled is Magician and the Mirror in the upright position. Yeah, I just keep hearing this message of things are coming into balance, but what I also heard is, but it might not look like it. I heard invisibly coming into balance, like beneath the surface. However, I am also feeling this future energy of like these changes that are happening invisibly are soon going to manifest in a very tangible, physical way. I want to read a little bit about this card just to get further messages. Knowing and using your true power. This card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. For some reason, the word culmination stood out to me. I feel that in spite of what this situation may look like, this is a culmination moment, a powerful moment. I feel that for some reason, I just feel like I want to say everything that has happened over however long you've known or been aware of your twin flame. If you have met them in the physical, I feel everything you've experienced with them thus far has actually been building to this very moment. But I also feel that the ego is jumping in here and trying to say that this is a moment of destruction, when it is actually a moment of culmination. Like everything has been building to this pinnacle moment at which these very, very powerful shifts and changes would be able to take place. But I feel that on the surface for many, this is looking very confusing, very messy, maybe even really discouraging right now. Let's see if I can just bring forth any more messages about the twin flame collective at this time. Storm warning in the upright position. I'm not sure how this card connects, but I want to bring forth a little more message, a few more messages about this card. Okay, so the cards that flew out for this storm warning clarification were community, goddess of the moon, and yin yang, all in the upright position. So let's take all these messages together here. First of all, the yin yang card upright. If you came to this reading with a question as to whether or not this person is a true twin flame, because for some reason I do feel those doubts arising through this chaos, through this confusion for some of you, I'm hearing a very strong confirmation. I really strongly associate this yin yang card with divine union connections, with twin flame connections. I'm seeing with this goddess of the moon card very strongly within this connection a divine feminine stepping into her power in a more intense way. And for some reason I'm feeling like this strangely connects to the storm warning card, because what the storm warning card is saying is, just to put it bluntly, the message I'm hearing is this is going to shake things up. This shift that is happening, especially the shift I'm feeling within the divine feminine, someone really coming into their own, stepping into their power, healing those solar plexus chakra wounds, becoming stronger and more powerful. This is, I just see the yin yang like shifting or moving. This is shifting the balance of this connection in a very strong way. And at first, on the surface, these powerful shifts are going to look messy and potentially even destructive. What I get from this storm warning card, I see for some reason I really am feeling the emphasis on this tornado image in this card. I see everything that is out of alignment with this connection, and not just with this love connection, but also with the mission of this connection, the purpose of this connection on this planet, what you and your twin flame came here to do. In order for this mission to be accomplished, for this life to be built, this fully aligned future to be built together, this storm, this destruction has to occur, and it's being triggered as a result of this divine feminine who is stepping into her power, and in doing so really shifting the balance in a radical way. However, this community card also came up. I'm really curious how this card connects to storm warning. So how does this community card connect to this storm, to this seeming destruction within this connection for the purpose of greater alignments? I'm getting a lot of like ego death, dark night of the soul, intense level energy from these cards. So if you're going through that, just know that you are not alone. I see you. I support you at this time. The work that you are doing, although it might be causing a lot of pain or seeming destruction, although you might be confused, whatever you're feeling, just know that you are on your divine path. Things are unfolding, and that if you are experiencing this kind of feeling of things falling apart, or even looking at things feeling like they're being destroyed, like there's this destruction going on, just know that this is ultimately clearing the way for a fully aligned life for both you individually and for you and your person to build together. I'm going to see if I can just get any more messages for you, specifically about this community card. What is this community card coming up here? I feel like for some there could be a change in community or a loss of community. So let me know if that resonates, but I feel someone may feel very alone, very isolated, very much like they don't have a community. I just heard an alien, like I feel like an alien. For some reason I'm feeling someone's energy like they're dissociating, kind of walking around, feeling very disconnected from physical reality right now because of these shifts. If you are experiencing that, know that the reason you're feeling that way is because of these really powerful energetic shifts that are happening. If you are kind of feeling those symptoms and sensations, one subliminal I personally use every morning to assist with that process is my 7 chakra clearing subliminal, because this is really powerful for grounding your energy, for stabilizing yourself, for just what I like to call energetic hygiene, clearing your energy on a daily basis, really stabilizing yourself, allowing yourself to become magnetic for the things, people, experiences, and connections you desire to cultivate in life. So I will leave a link to this 7 chakra clearing in the pinned comment and description. But the card that flew out is Strategy. And this card was kind of between the reverse and upright position, kind of in the middle. For some reason I heard nothing is going according to plan, but everything is going according to plan. I feel that just this is kind of describing a kind of general energy within this connection. I feel strongly that someone or both parties in this connection had a timeline or a plan. I hear the word timeline, like goals. I'm seeing like now an agenda book or a calendar, or like a date circled. I feel someone had very clear plans for how they wanted this connection to unfold. And I feel that this timeline, although this person may not have realized it, was actually based in their own ego's need for control. However, in these recent powerful shifts and intense changes, I feel like this person's timeline has been radically thrown off course, or it's like they've had to completely let go of their expectation of when things are going to happen, how exactly things are going to happen. And the reason they've had to release this control is because this is actually part of their soul's growth and evolution. This is actually teaching them faith. I feel the person I'm connecting with felt like they had faith, but truly they were still attempting to control so many aspects of their life and their connection through ego. And these recent experiences and changes have actually been teaching this person to relinquish control and to cultivate true faith. Faith that simply trusts with absolutely no concept of where things are going to go or how things are going to ultimately come together or work out in the end. And for some reason, I now see someone's person on a higher self level asking them to have that faith. To have that faith, I just hear have faith in the truth of this connection that we are both aware of, that we've both always been aware of, even if we aren't showing it all the time in the physical world. So I am now going to try to pull some cards from more of the love specific related decks. So the Romance Angels and the Lovers Oracle deck, just to see if I can bring forth more love specific messages within this connection. So I want to ask right now, what does someone listening to this reading need to know from their person? Like, what does their person specifically want them to know at this time? What does anyone listening to this reading need to know from their person? Let's start on a higher self level. On a higher self level, what does this person need to know? Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. For some reason, I just heard, don't give up on us, but I also heard, I'm not giving up on us, even if it may have looked that way to you in the past. I'm hearing, again, this is speaking now on a higher self level, I'm hearing from someone's person, it's like someone's person on a higher self level is just pleading them to not let go of their sense. I just keep hearing like optimism, hope, faith, trust. I want to say vision, but I know vision kind of comes with that feeling that there has to be a specific knowing of what exactly things are going to look like or when they're going to happen. This is more of a general feeling of faith, trust, and optimism about the future of this connection. By the way, if you hear me gathering cards, I'm thinking of kind of reshuffling the energy oracle cards as well to get some clarification. So I want to now know a message someone needs to hear from the 3D perspective, from this person's physical self, potentially even their ego self. What is going on from the ego? Because we kind of heard from the higher self, stay positive, stay optimistic. But what is going on in the 3D from the ego? What is this person doing or thinking or feeling through their ego self, through their 3D self? Children. Sorry guys, I'm laughing because the first thing I saw was immature. Your love life is being affected by children. I feel that, for some reason I also heard temper tantrum, but I feel that someone's person in the physical is actually literally just being either emotionally or physically immature. I feel like this person actually has a very old soul, but they are in some way acting out from their ego self or acting very childish. But I also feel there's something else. There's something deeper from this card, not just the message of immaturity, but where this immaturity is coming from. I feel there's a very important message here saying this: if someone is acting childlike or immature emotionally or materially in this connection, this is actually connecting back to those inner child wounds we spoke on. There is some kind of inner child wounding or childhood trauma going on here that has actually stunted this person's growth emotionally within this connection, and this is something that they came here to heal. This is some major point of healing. I want to see if I can get another card on the higher self level. From a higher self perspective, what does someone's person need them to know at this time? What else is going on a higher self level within this connection? Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So on a higher self level, I'm sensing both parties, but again, I'm strongly getting a masculine energy that wants to open up, that wants to have these heart-to-heart conversations, that wants to reconnect emotionally. But again, I'm still feeling that interference from those inner child wounds, again, potentially from childhood, this emotional immaturity, this desire to open up emotionally, but being blocked in some way, either from the ego or from these inner child wounds, that's causing them to actually close down. But I do feel that whoever I'm connecting with here, again, potentially masculine, is wanting to open up more, is wanting to have those conversations, is wanting to share how they truly feel. And now, of course, because I'm curious, I want to know, how does this energy I'm connecting with truly feel? How does this person truly feel? So I'm now going to the Lover's Oracle to get some love messages. If this person was having these heart-to-heart conversations, how would they feel? And immediately, several cards just flew out. I want to see if I can just limit these. This is kind of a lot of messages. I just want to start with one single message. So if this person was being honest and open about how they felt, what would they say? What would this person say? If there was honesty and openness in this connection, what would this person say? Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. I see two messages here. One message I hear is, for some reason I just heard freedom. Like, I am freeing you to do whatever you need to do to heal, to grow, to be happy in this physical world. But in that freedom, I hope that you freely make the choice to commit to this connection in the end, to ultimately come back together with me. I hear someone's person saying, like, it's like the highest form of love imaginable. I'm tearing up now because it's love that is truly unconditional, meaning it is love with total freedom. It is saying, choose whatever you truly desire and whatever is best for you. I am giving you the freedom to go towards your highest good and happiness. But I hope that your highest good and happiness ultimately involves or is connected to being in this connection with me and manifesting a deeper connection in the physical world. But I give you that freedom regardless. I feel like many of these intense experiences that I've been describing throughout this reading are lessons here to truly reconnect us with that sense of love with total freedom, truly unconditional love. And then that do what feels right message. It's like I hear someone's person, again, I feel this could be fluid, could be the feminine or the masculine, maybe both, but someone's person saying it's like, I just keep hearing, do what you need to do, and I'll be here waiting on the other side. Whether the other side is later on in this lifetime, whether the other side is the next lifetime, it's this recognition of the eternal nature of this connection and the fact that these two beings, these souls, can never be truly disconnected. And it's this love that goes so deep. They are both willing to give to the other complete freedom to do whatever they need to do in this lifetime, knowing that this love surpasses lifetimes. It is eternal. It's so much more than these physical day-to-day confusions, conflicts, ego-based interactions, even, karmic relationships, whatever it is. It's like I see all these physical experiences, but then above this, I see these two people connecting, giving each other freedom to do whatever they need to do in this life, and yet holding on to the optimism, to the faith, to the hope that they will come together in this lifetime, in the future. I also got a little bit of an itch in my throat, so I feel everything I'm saying is actually something that someone's person is itching for them to know or itching to tell them, regardless of whether they're saying that in their physical words. So 2 more cards flew out here. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Yeah, so I'm just getting a reconfirmation there of the message I just shared. It's like what we have is eternal. What we have is divine. It's, for some reason, when I saw the word sacred, I heard untouchable. And I feel that whoever I'm connecting with here, you and your person might have been dealing or are currently dealing with some kind of, I just keep hearing interferences, whether it's family members or other forms of karmic connections, even romantic karmics, whether it's your inner child wounds, whether it's your ego. It's like there's some kind of interference here. But now I'm seeing like this bird's eye view, metaphorically speaking, of this connection. And I see on a higher self level, this person saying it's like, yes, we're dealing with all of these ego conflicts, all of this confusion, all of these issues, even blocks, miscommunications in the physical, but I am recognizing the truth, and the truth is connection. Everything else is a lie. The only truth is connection. What we have is untouchable on that higher self level, and these things that I just heard someone, it's like they worry on a 3D level. They worry in this connection that these interferences are going to somehow disconnect them from this person. Again, whether it's a person, a negative behavior, whatever has disconnected you from this person, whatever has interfered in the physical world, there's been some worry from someone's human self, feeling like, I am afraid that these interferences are going to cause some kind of permanent disconnection. And I hear this other person's higher self comforting them, saying, what we have is sacred, what we have is untouchable. These interferences cannot touch us on an energetic level, on a soul level. And the third card that flew out was, emotions are a necessary and natural part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your reality. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. I want to see if I can get some further clarification So I'm actually going to go back to the energy oracle cards, and I'm going to shuffle these cards really well to clear out those old energies from the previous messages. I want to get more information here on these emotions that are coming up and potentially distorting perception or clouding vision. What emotions are distorting someone's perception? Whose perception is being distorted by emotions? How is perception and vision being distorted? What is going on emotionally that is causing a distortion of perception? Okay, so the first card that came up is 6 chakra card in the reverse position. So this has to do with, of course, the third eye chakra, the intuition. I feel like there's a person or situation that is actually disconnecting someone in this connection from their own intuition, from their third eye, like blocking their third eye. What is this third eye blockage? I just hear someone isn't listening to their intuition. How is someone in this connection blocking or not listening to their intuition? Hostilities. For some reason I heard someone's only seeing the fights or the conflict and not seeing beneath the surface. I heard shallow. It's like someone is only seeing the surface level. I'm trying to get more specifics on this. What are these hostilities coming up here that are blocking the intuition? I just heard hurt. It's like someone feels hurt by things that were said in a conversation or an argument or by some kind of conflict. And in their hurt, they are actually disconnecting themselves from their soul's truth about this connection. Yeah, broken heart. There was some kind of conflict for someone, some kind of situation, maybe even a fight or an argument, or it could just be something that happened that hurt this person. And because their ego was very hurt, it causes brokenheartedness. And in that pain, it's like, I just see this person shutting themselves off energetically. It's like putting walls up around their heart, blocking off their heart chakra, clouding their third eye, blocking their third eye, not disconnecting themselves from the truth of this connection on a soul level because of the hurt that they're experiencing in the physical world. What is this situation of brokenheartedness? Who is brokenhearted, or why was there brokenheartedness in this connection? Why was there brokenheartedness in this connection? What is this broken heart card? How does this broken heart card connect with the reading? Sacral chakra, second chakra in the reverse position. So of course the sacral chakra connects to our sense of pleasure and intimate connection within our relationships. So I'm feeling like for some that I'm connecting with, this actually could have been a situation of, I'm trying to think of the best way to put this into words. I'm hearing someone in this connection, and this will not be everyone, I'm getting that, but someone I'm connecting with has a person who's dealt with blocks to intimacy romantically within a connection. And these blocks could have manifested either by having trouble opening up intimately, physically with a romantic partner, or this actually could go the opposite direction, having an overactive sacral chakra, meaning this person might have found some kind of band-aid in physical or intimate connection with people that they did not have a true soul connection or emotional connection with. So again, this will not be everyone, but for some this could be a third-party romantic relationship. This could be someone's person who is connecting physically or intimately with others, but again, this will not be all of you. I sense that if this is for you, this is something that has been brought to light or that you've been made aware of about this person. So I'm not sensing this is a situation of deceit. So if that doesn't connect or isn't something that's come to light, don't take it that way. I don't want to worry anyone who is not experiencing this, but I feel this is for someone who has become aware that their person is either romantically or physically or intimately connecting with others. You need to know that the reason this is happening is because this person is actually blocked in the sacral chakra and using these people or connections as a band-aid, and in doing so, they are actually disconnecting themselves from their true soul purpose and blocking off their own intuition. It's like, but then I feel that that situation is actually hurting the other counterpart and causing them to block themselves off from their own intuition as well. There's just like a lot of hurt going back and forth here. Okay, the card that just flew out is cornucopia in the reverse position. I just keep hearing like, it's not going according to plan. It didn't happen the way that I wanted it to. Really interesting. I want to see if I can get any more messages about this from the guidebook. So the cornucopia reversed is often a card of personal frustration. Okay, that's kind of what I was feeling. It's like I instantly felt like frustrated. I feel like someone feels frustrated by this situation. These, again, take it as it resonates, but I'm sensing some kind of conflict, some kind of either an argument or a discussion or pain going back and forth between two counterparts. And then I'm seeing brokenheartedness as a result of that. But then also connected to this, there's like this sacral chakra wound, this block to intimacy, to physical connection that could be causing someone to either romantically or physically close off from someone, or to actually have an overactive sacral chakra and then connect with third-party karmic romantic partners or other romantic partners as a way to put a band-aid over the deep level pain that they're coping with. I'm just hearing also, again, childhood trauma, even potentially, that is causing this imbalance in the sacral chakra. But then on the other side, I'm seeing this frustration as a result of this situation. Frustration either from the person who is then on the other side of this, seeing potentially their counterpart physically cut off or intimately be blocked off or connect with others. Seeing them cope in these ways is causing the other frustration, or if that doesn't connect, I do sense this could just be a general frustration over the ways in which this person feels like things are not moving forward in the way they were supposed to. However, I hear Spirit coming in here on a higher self level saying all of this is coming to light, is happening for the purpose of teaching you both how to fully trust. And I just saw surrender to this connection, fully surrender, fully release control. And I do feel guided to just say, I feel like someone or both in this connection may have felt as though they'd already learned how to let go, how to trust, how to release control, how to surrender. But it's almost as though they feel like whatever situation, interaction, or things that have been brought to light within them or within this connection, this person is realizing just how much they've still been trying to control, just how much they've still been holding on to outcomes, to conditions, to conditional love. And all of that is just being broken wide open for the purpose of being shifted and healed and transformed in a really powerful way. So, wow guys, so many really powerful and intense messages came out here. The last thing I want to do is roll some letter initial dice. So these are sometimes the first, middle, or last name of you or your person. Alternatively, sometimes these spell words. So what is the first, middle, or last name of anyone connecting with this reading or their counterpart, or any other words that I can bring through? FJMYKD. SRVAKU. OCMSL. For some reason I heard scam. That's so interesting. I'm not really sure if that connects with anyone, like someone may have got caught up in a scam or like a scheme, or for some reason I heard your love is a scam. Like someone may feel like they were cheated out of the love that they deserve, or not being given what they truly deserve, or something like that. Let me know if any of that connects with anyone. MBGCR For some reason I heard crazy, like this connection, this love, or these events have been just driving me crazy. 𝘾𝙗𝑔𝑦𝑑. So hopefully some of those letters connected with some of you. And the very last thing I want to do is pull some cards from the Angel Answers deck. So I'm just going to see if we can get any last messages. Are there any final messages I can bring forth for the Twin Flame Collective, or for any Twin Flames listening to this reading? What final messages can I bring forth in this reading? Yes. Just a simple yes card is what came out. For some reason, I'm feeling drawn back to the Romance Angels deck to get clarification. So what is this yes confirmation? What is this yes confirmation card? What is this yes confirmation card? What do we need to know about this card? I actually didn't see any messages in there, so I'm flipping over to the Lover's Oracle. What is this yes confirmation? Balance. Love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. I feel like for some reason an emphasis on the challenges part of that card. I feel like just there is a lot of intense expansion going on within someone's connection that I'm channeling. And I feel like this expansion has been at times very confusing or very painful, even very emotional lately. And I feel like this card is reminding you that this connection, especially when it comes to a twin flame connection, this is not just about love and romance and butterflies and flowers. This is truly a connection about expanding you, accelerating one another's soul growth, achieving a soul mission, ultimate soul expansion, and the fulfillment of some kind of purpose or mission here on this planet. And because of that, this connection, it's not the easiest by far of soul connections. It's actually the hardest of soul connections, especially when it comes to romantic love connections. And yet that is part of what makes it so beautiful. I'm going to see if I can get just any more messages from the Angel Answers deck. So what is a final message I can bring forth? Trust. What a perfect place to leave this reading. So many themes through this reading have been trust, surrender, releasing control, allowing this process to unfold, allowing things to be confusing, chaotic, or even intense or painful at times, and just trusting that those scales that I pictured earlier are balancing. Things are coming into balance. Past karmic situations are being resolved. Inner child wounds are being healed. There is a powerful shift taking place. But that element of trust is so, so vital. I would say more vital than at any other time I've been channeling messages. Just the concept of trust, letting go, surrendering is so essential at this time. So thank you so much for each and every one of you who came here today to share your energy with me here in this time and space here on YouTube. If I do resonate with you, please let me know in the comments which messages were for you, which messages connect with you. And as always, be sure to only take what connects with you and your heart and soul. Use your own intuition as your highest guide in determining which of these messages are for you. I hope you will consider subscribing to this channel, joining our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful, magnificent rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next reading.